Welcome to lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising for the last week of November 2019. As always, these cards are pre-shuffled, and we're just doing a little bit more shuffling on camera for those of you that like to see it. Folks, even if you are not a Capricorn, we all have those all the planets in our chart. If you feel like watching this reading, there may be a message in there for you. Okay, and let's remember, this is a general reading. It may not resonate with you, meaning it may not apply to you, your life, your situation currently. There's a lot of people watching those. It will be for somebody. If you're interested in a personal reading, please contact me. There's information in the description box. And here we go, copies. And I'm going to cut this time, and we'll try to keep this reading short. We are using the Good Tarot. Here comes the Hierophant, the card of Taurus, 8 of Air, and the Strength card. And at the bottom of the deck, we have number 15. That is your card, Temptation, the Devil. You are showing up here at the bottom of your card. Last week reading, you showed up strong during your reading too. Copies. So here you are at the bottom. This is what's facing the reading. You yourself, especially for those of you that are like Sun in Capricorn, your very soul purpose here on this planet. Oh, I'm still not getting this light correctly yet. We're gonna keep working on it, okay, folks, so we can keep it consistent. I'm trying different things here. But here, because the sun outside, because I'm facing an open window here, the sun outside is also shifting. It's kind of a hazy day. It's going up and down, and it changes the lighting a little bit. But I think I can turn this a little bit. That may make a difference. All right. Hopefully that helps. Okay, I'm sorry, copies. So for some of you here, just starting here, I'm talking about the light, shifting the light. And here when I put my eyes down, my face went straight to the Strength card, Major Arcana number 8, and look at how the light here is entering. We can see the rays of the sun, kind of like the blessing that's falling on them, as this feminine figure is trying to tame this lion here, right? Using inner strength here, using feminine strength, soft power to overcome a being that can be very aggressive, okay? An entity that's stronger, bigger, and that can overpower her, really, if he was to get aggressive here. So there's this things here with the light coming through in your life. And here we have that's a Devil card. And yes, this is the card that represents Capricorn in the tarot, but it's called Temptation on this deck, okay? But it's also, because the Strength card is showing here, for some of you, you may be dealing with some negative entities, some negative habits. There's some negativity in your life that needs to be overcome here. And I feel like, Capricorn, this message has been coming through. And yes, there are times when I can feel that it's your energy, and for some of you it very well may be. But that Strength card here, just having the Strength card, even when the Devil card is not present, there's always a sense there's something that needs to be overcome. There's some issue that needs to be solved. There's some entity, some person, there's something. And this is spirit intervening in your life to allow you to use your own power, okay, to also bring some sunlight. Sunlight is a blessing. Sunlight cures. Sunlight heals. Sunlight purifies. Sunlight also sanitize, okay? So whatever it is, wherever it is, whichever part of your life where there is some kind of negativity, whether it's negative habits, it's codependency, it's addiction, okay? Addiction to anything, whether it's food, alcohol, drugs, money, spending money, because I must tell you, on this card it's called Temptation, and I can see that chest here with all the gold coins. For some of you, it may be money. Having that Hierophant here is also the card of Taurus. It's also the card of attaining a higher level of whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, okay? Yes, if it's spiritual issues, it will be being the Pope. That's as high as you can go. If it's regards to money, how much money would be the most money that you think you can have? That's what you're trying to go for during this time. If it's a career, how far do you think you can go into your career? Do you want to ultimately become the manager? Do you want to just become the supervisor? Do you think that you can one day purchase this company and own it and you know, if you go back around and turn back around and sell it, or just now all of a sudden you have the majority shares of the company, whatever it is that you are contemplating here with the Hierophant, it's to the highest level. If it's a relationship, this is marriage, the highest that you can go in a relationship, level of responsibility that you can assume in a relationship. Okay, so for some of you, someone took a bite here, and there's a heart. The bite of the in the apple is a heart. So if it's not money, that temptation could be something of sexual nature. Okay, and I feel like I've had this message for you before, Capricorn. Please forgive me, but this message is a recurring message, I feel like, for Capricorn. And especially here, how this heart is, it's the bite that they took from the apple. It's almost like they couldn't resist the apple, right? Like Adam and Eve, you give the snake tell her to take a bite of the apple, and someone took the bite, and all of a sudden they recognize that they are naked, and all of a sudden they become sinful. There's a thing here with sinfulness, whether it's a sexual sin, whether it's money and how you use money, and how you interpret money, and how you obsess over money. And for some of you, it may be, look, that the 8 of air here, someone being stuck. A lot of time it's stuck in your mind. It's stuck. It's a sense of restraint that's based on how we see things, how we think about things. It's not necessarily like a true form of restraint where you really couldn't get yourself out of this if you wanted to. Okay, if you're in a relationship with someone where you're feeling like you are stuck, you are not. Especially for those of you, if you're in a marriage, if you're in a job, in a position where you feel like you are stuck, I have to do this, I have no choice, like I am stuck, and then you feel like this is not bringing the best of you, you feel like this has become codependent, you feel like that person and you're just not good for each other. Spirit is asking you to find your inner strength, and they're gonna help you, they're gonna assist you during this time, okay, in order to overcome this. Oh, number 34, the fish. So yes, for a lot of you, this has to do with money. The fish talks a lot about money, about finances, about career, okay, about your abundance. So for a lot of you here, and this is the king of diamonds, okay, that shows here for your money on the fish card. This is about this. Whoa. That is a lot. This is a lot. Yeah. For a lot of you, you're obsessing, Capricorn, you're obsessing about money. The way you're looking at money is screwed. You feel like you're stuck in a situation, like some of you may be having a mentality of lack when it comes to your money, okay? You may not be seeing and appreciating your own abundance. You may feel like you want more. You may be willing to do things that are negative in order to get to money. You may be willing to associate yourself with people that are negative in order because of money. And here we have number 7, that is the snake, okay? Some of you will betray, you will cheat, you will conceal, you will attack, but most certainly betray, and because of money. It's making you, really bringing you into the basest aspect of yourself. It's really making you, obsession with money is making you do things that you wouldn't do. You wouldn't necessarily do. Here we have here number 2. That's the clover. This is the 4 leaves clover here, and a bed of clover. So this is luck, a lot of luck. And this is the truth though. Like, you have more than you realize, okay? The clover is there's a sense of luck, but there's also a sense of, with the clover, there's also passion, especially when we have almost like a whole bed of them like this. There's also passion here with the clover, okay? And number 2, we have a child. So these 3 came together, and this is new beginning, okay? With the child, this is new beginning. This is innocence. We have the book here, and there's a rainbow. This is like creating your own fairy tale, okay? We have this. There's a potential here for you to have that abundance that you want. There's a potential here for you to be able to get that career that you are seeking, that's gonna bring you the abundance that you want. There's real potential here. Yet at the same time, it seems like because of whether the betrayal, that codependency, let's say it's not you, Capricorn, it's someone else that's bringing that energy towards you. It's someone else, like perhaps they have a gambling issue, right? The way they deal with money is very negative. Their relationship with money is very negative. Perhaps there's someone who feel like no matter how much money they have, they feel like they don't have enough. They're afraid to spend. They're like, it's a very weird relationship, the way they think about money. They would never be willing to help another with, let's say, even if they had like more than what they could spend. they would feel like, oh, if I help someone and I give that person $200, that woman have $200 less, and they would see it like, oh, that's a big strain. And then just that negativity, that negative way of thinking is something. It's creating a weird energy, okay? And it's almost like that energy it's almost like there's a chasm here between you, if it's you who's bringing that energy, or it's the other person who's more seeing it from a sense of view of innocence, from a sense of view of, well, I know I'm lucky, I know I'll always have more. It's like you're in a relationship and there's two people. This is number 35 at the bottom, by the way. The number and number 35 is about the anchor, feelings like it's the same, that same feeling. For some of you, you may actually be feeling like you're stuck, okay? The anchor is like anchoring yourself to a situation, anchoring yourself to a way of being, anchoring yourself to a relationship. And I feel like for one of you may be like happy-go-lucky, may have a sense of innocence when it comes to money. You may have a mentality of, what do you call, like of abundance, right? And the other have a mentality of lack. No matter how much they have, they feel like it's never enough. They feel like they could never share. They feel like they have to keep pushing. They feel like they couldn't share with another. Okay, they feel like by giving or sharing with another, it will take away from them. And there's another here that's like, but we have plenty. And there's plenty to be had. The story is not yet finished. We can create our own story. Okay, we can create more abundance in our life. We can dream it to be. Okay, and there's a sense here, kind of like, I know I'm lucky. I know the universe will always provide for me. And I myself can always start anew. And here's another person. All they want is to more. And they're willing to do any negative things to get to that more. That is a message I'm getting here for you, okay? And someone here is feeling stuck. In the middle, someone is feeling stuck. They feel anchored. They feel, oh my goodness, I just started, and this is what it jumped out. So we're gonna take it. And they feel like they cannot get out of the situation. This is the Mystical Shaman's Oracle deck, and this is number 16 at the bottom. Eagle, soar higher. Set your sight higher, okay? So you can see this whole situation from your higher mind, from a higher point of view, from a different perspective, not just from the ground looking in, okay? The eagle spread the wings and they fly high. They can see their gift of perspective, their ability to see things from a different perspective, from a higher perspective, is their gift. Okay, there's a need here. And by the way, the card that came out for you is number 23, the giveaway. There's a need here to shift perspective. And I'm going to read this from the book for you, okay? The giveaway card. And this is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. I don't know if I said that already. And let's see here. I like to read that one from the book because the message is always so poignant and to the point. It says, the invitation: make a list of 10 people and things for which you are grateful. Connect with the feeling of gratitude. The giveaway comes to ask you to feel the same gratitude without needing anything or anyone to inspire it, and to share this gratitude with those you meet. As you offer thanks, your heart opens and you start realizing how much life has given you. You heal your feelings of scarcity and open yourself to the abundance that surrounds you. The giveaway invites you to be in the flow of life as you give freely and receive freely. How to the point is that? And this is what I'm telling you about, the synchronicity of message. No matter how long I do this, I will still be in awe by the way Spirit bring the message out. And that is what we've been talking about, okay, folks? About not having that mentality of lack, of like, I don't have enough, I can give, I can share, to feel scarce, like there's like that scarcity. They use that word here. That's a perfect word for it. To feel like you'll never have enough. You don't get away from that. We are entering in the United States. Next week is the week of Thanksgiving, right? We celebrate Thanksgiving, giving thanks to the people in our life, giving thanks to the situation, to the opportunities that have been given to us, that we have been able to create in our lives, right? And no matter how the holiday started, it has become a tradition. We have to and it's a cultural thing at this point. You get with the people that are in your life, family, friends, you right, even some of us, even random people. It's an opportunity for those of us, especially those of us that don't think in this way from a place of gratitude on the daily, in the regular, to stop for a second to ask ourselves in that one day, what are we grateful for? And this invitation starts by asking you to make a list of 10. And for some of you Capricorn, I feel like that may be very useful, okay? Because I feel like some of you are stuck in your way of thinking. Your way of thinking is very screwed. It's not based on reality so much as to at least your own reality, because you are thinking things of like, how much more, how much more, how much more, how much more, and you're willing to dab into some negative things, negative way of being. You're willing here to bite that apple that the snake is offering you in order to keep this going, because you want more and more and more and more and more and more, more, not realizing that you are a child of the universe. You are a child of God. Your own imagination, you can always create more. There's always plenty. Okay? That book, you write your own book. The rainbow is blessing. And that clover, you are lucky. The universe wants you to have everything you want. You're not stuck in anything. A new beginning is always at play here. At every second that we breathe, with every breath, we can start anew. You can use your imagination. Be playful. Don't use your inner strength. Use your Leo energy is that of the child. Okay, Leo energy is that's playful. Leo energy is that creative self-expression. How do you present yourself in the world? How do you express yourself in the world? How do you use your strength? Okay? And that's what Spirit is calling you to do during this time. And to set your sight higher. To not by you holding on so tightly, by you trying to make more out of these couple $100 when, but just setting your sight higher, just shifting your perspective, you could gain a wall more. Okay, because you're so busy holding on to this few that you have that you can't create more. Like, you know how they say to make money you gotta spend money? It's the same energy. It's the same energy. That's why the people have the most money always are able to create the most money, and more free things are giving to them. They already have it. They're thinking and from a mentality of abundance. Like, there's more. I have a lot. I'll always have a lot. I can always have a lot. And that's why so much always come to them. You ask yourself, all the celebrities, you hear their friend gifting them a $400,000 car. It's like, why? They can afford it. What about you buy 100 cars to some people that have kids that have to take the bus, the train to get to work, and then drop their kids that are struggling? That this car would make a world of a difference in their lives, right? But these people usually, all you see around you is scarcity, and you start thinking of it, that I'm stuck, or I'm always be poor, I don't have enough, da 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 da, and then you're calling more of that on you. And Spirit is asking you to shift your perspective, okay, Capricorn? I hope you hear this message during this time. And let me get a woman's oracle card for you. And sincerely, I'm trying to keep this reading short. I don't know why I do all this talking. It's very straightforward here. At the bottom, we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So for those of you, you've been waiting on a woman, you've been waiting for a commitment, especially. You feel like you've been stuck in a negative situation. You've been stuck perhaps giving and not receiving, and you feel like I'll always be that person that get betrayed. I will never find my lobster. I'll never find my special somebody. You have to move away from negative thinking, okay? You have to switch your thinking, because that's going to delay. That's going to create delay in order for you to receive this beautiful relationship that the universe, that God wants you to have, because you have luck here, okay? You have hope here, okay? There's passion here. There's love here coming your way, and there's a lot of playfulness. And yes, for some of you, it's about kids here. There's a transformation. Eighth house is transformation, okay? There's for a lot of you as well, there's children involved in this, because Leo is also it's also the sign, the house of kids, okay? And chemistry is the card that actually came out for you, the woman's angel card that came out for you. And here comes the light again. At the beginning of your reading, the light was there, and at the end, the light came up again. As you can see, the image changes. I'm not gonna fight with it. That's just how it is. I really like to film in front of this window, but it creates so much issue with me in regards for me in regards to the lighting. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So for those of you, this is about women. Spirit is telling you there is a lot of chemistry here, and for a lot of you, you may want to shift it to just not just about the physical chemistry, to create chemistry in your life in all different areas of your life, the mental aspect, to create chemistry there, that you can see mind to mind, that you guys can always come to a tete-a-tete, to an understanding, also from in regards to your resources, how you deal with money, especially if it's a marriage that we are talking about here, that you know, and how that you can complement each other. If you know one of you is a big spender and the other one is more conservative with money, that you come with a plan, that you guys create a budget so you can keep track, you know, like perhaps everybody in the household have an allowance, if you will, or perhaps you share some of the money, and some of it, like, everyone have their own account. So there needs to have a real understanding here on how to keep the chemistry not just physically alive in the relationship, but in every aspect of your being. I hope this message give you some clarity, and I don't know if it resonates. Leave a comment, Capricorn. I know it seems tough, but it's really not such a bad reading for you guys. It's just really a way Spirit is calling you to think of things differently, to be grateful, to not be in a mentality of scarcity, to know that there's so much more to be had. There's a new beginning at play. There's hope. There's luck on your side, and you're not stuck in any negative situation. No one can keep you stuck, okay? And whatever it is that your situation in your life, to rise above it, to look at it from a higher perspective, okay? To approach it from a higher perspective, and that they're giving you the strength necessary to remove any negative habits that you may have that has become a hindrance, okay, in your life, okay? And I'm sending you so much love during this time. Happy Thanksgiving. Come back next week. And as always, remember, love is the only answer. Bye.